Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of Elf Junker. Today, we're going to be going through my recently unlocked Tyrus Camp Chunk, and also catching you up to where I am at this moment. I did take a long break during the summer, so you'll kind of see where my progress is from there. But anyway, I hope you all enjoy the video. It's a long one, I know, but thanks for watching, and roll the intro if I had one. AKA, let's just jump straight into it. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick look at this chunk. There's not much in it. There's tires guards, there's chickens, and there's a halberd shop. There's also a smithing furnace, like a small furnace, right in the middle. So, kinda it's actually really helpful if I roll the charter ships in the future. That's how I will be getting my crafting training up. But all in all, there's not much going on in this chunk. There are, fun fact, a couple of those beer kegs, the ones that have like a tap. You can actually use a beer glass on those, and it will fill it up with beer. There's your fun fact for the day. But I'm going to go over the tasks that I need to complete for this chunk specifically, and also address the technically three tasks that I didn't do because I made a mistake. I didn't set up my rules correctly. But I have to do 60 attack to wield the Dragon Halberd. I need a Rune Full Helmet and Adamant Plate Legs as a drop from the Tyrus Guards. Those will be my best in slot. I need 70 defense to wield the Crystal Shield, and I need 70 range to wield the Crystal Bow, and also I need to kill an elf with a Crystal Bow for the hard diary task. And I'm going to go over how I complete the Crystal Shield and Crystal Bow, because there's not a good moneymaker in this area at all. So look forward to that. Alright, kind of a milestone level coming up here. I got 40 defense, so now I can wear the rune armor. Still need to work on that 70 defense. I'll probably start working on that later, but I'm going to switch over to strength, get some bigger max hits in. And here is 40 strength. Still a quick little milestone update. I'm going to start working for attack. Actually, that's shared. Never mind. I'm going to be working on attack a different way. Did not realize that Albert's had shared option and no attack option. Alright. Just finished a Bob Random 7 fishing. Technically I should keep this low, but whatever. This is my new area for training attack up to 60. I'm going to be burying the bones, getting that prayer XP. And yeah, this is what I'm doing for the next couple of hours. Alright, quick milestone level here, 30 prayer, which also comes with 58 combat. Alright, another milestone here. We're just burning through these. 50 attack. What's every 3 minutes, I guess, for you guys is like days for me, so. Anyway, 50 attack. Alright, quick mobile clip showing that I got the Rune Full Helm. I do these pretty AFK, just with a bronze crossbow and bronze bolts. It's the cheapest option, and they are safe spottable. You have to stand an extra tile away because Tyrus Guards do have halberds themselves. Alright, big milestone coming in. 37 prayer. You have my first protection prayer, protect from magic. Will be very useful in the future. Alright, quick transition over here to 55 attack, and also with this bone that I'm about to bury, I will get protect from missiles. So the 2 prayers I need for Zulrah have been achieved. Alright, adamant plate legs achieved. that's another task complete. All right, here is my secret plan for getting the money I need for the crystal bow and the crystal shield. I'm going to get myself 6 woodcutting by spawning forestry events with my main, and doing so will let me use a steel axe, and a steel axe is on the Tyrus Guard drop table, which I already have one, and doing that will get me the money I need to both buy the dragon halberd, crystal bow, crystal shield, but it does give me a lot of tasks to do. So those tasks are going to be 75 woodcutting. To cut a magic tree, I'm going to need 87 fletching to craft a magic shield, and I need to wield it. I also need to obtain a magic short bow. It's my best in slot range weapon. I need 85 fletching to fletch a magic longbow inside of the Tyranwin area for the elite diary task. And I'm also going to need 75 fire making to burn magic logs. Alright, and here it is. 6 woodcutting. All those tasks are now achievable. I can now start woodcutting. And yeah, here comes the long grind of 87 fletching. Alright, I missed the screen trying to capture it, but there's 60 attack. So yeah, gonna start doing that woodcutting grind, I guess. Let's go. Alright, huge time skip here. Uh, Here comes 50 fletching. I didn't want to bore you guys with like, oh, here's 10 fletching. Oh, here's 15, here's 20, here's 50, okay? Big old 50. What I do is I cut logs down a line and then I sell them to this guy. And I make the smallest amount of money. But yeah, this is what I do. I'll see you guys at 60 woodcutting, I guess. I'm really close. Alright, hasn't been too long. Here is 60 woodcutting. I can now cut yew trees, so I have something AFK I can do. I'm pretty happy about that. I also still need to do 60 fire making. So, yep, there are the yew trees. I'll be over there soon. Alright, so I've been doing my fire making over here. The reason being I can cut trees on my main, which will spawn forestry events, and I can participate in those because I'm cutting down the regular trees in the area. So that's why I've been doing fire making here, and here is a big milestone level. Here it comes any moment. 50 fire making. Once again, didn't want to bore you with oh, here's 10, here's 15, here's 20, etc., etc. So, yep, this is what I'm doing. Doing some forestry events at the same time. All right, just a little treat for myself from doing these forestry events. I have level 3 hunter now. So, common kevits. Cool. Alright, I moved over into this bigger area. I can do wood cutting in a big circle and then fire make the logs, but this is what I want to show you guys. 60 fire making. I can now light the yew logs and make that progress towards 75. Alright, here comes 75 wood cutting. I didn't get 75 wood cutting just from regular trees. I have been doing some AFK on the yews while I'm working, just to fill in that time because I can't really AFK these normal trees. Alright, let's get a nice little zoom in on my butt there. Finally got 60 fletching. Oh man, this stuff makes you go crazy, right? It kind of does. All right, here I am at the use. I'm gonna use my knife on this last log here. 65 fletching. I can now make you short bows. Unstrung. Oh man. Okay. Finally. I can AFK. Let's go. Alright, so with how slow I cut U logs and magic logs, I will be making bowstring. I mean, I have the tools, so I might as well. Here's 40 crafting. So all these bowstrings are basically half the XP of each uh, strung or unstrung cut. So if you don't know, fletching, cutting an unstrung is half XP, and then the other half comes from stringing it. So stringing all of these will be worth it. It'll save me so much time rather than very slowly doing double the amount of woodcutting. All right, quick update on what I've been lamping. I've been lamping Hunter. The reason being, there's implings outside of this chunk, and they get stuck, and you can just roll top and capture them. I'm not going to go all the way to 99. I don't know what level I'll go to. Probably just do a couple here and there, see what it gives me, and just kind of feel it out. All right, got 69 fletching, the nice level. And here is 70 fletching not too long after. So now I can do U longbows. So faster XP. All right, I went ahead and sold all my U short bows, and I now have enough money to buy that dragon halberd. So I'll go do that at some point. You guys will see it. All right, kind of a big milestone here. 49 crafting, which gives me bullseye lantern lenses. So that's the best thing I can make glass wise. Also, I got 800 crafting. So 49 is good because, yeah, it's the best thing I can make with glass. That's the training method that I will probably be using when I eventually roll that charter ship chunk. All right, here is 75 fletching. Just slowly making progress. I can now make rune arrows. Don't know when I'll ever do that, but yeah, it's going slow. All right, little progress update on the hunting lamp progress thing. There is 17 hunter. So baby implings. If I had a net and impling jar. This right here is the last inventory of U-logs that I need to bank. So all I need to do now is fletch these and fire make them, and I will have the 75 fire making and the 80 fletching. That's pretty exciting. So let's go cut my first magic log. All right, here we are at the magic trees. This is kind of nostalgic for me. This is where I would cut magics when I was a wee lad because I just thought this area was so cool. And any moment now, we'll get that first magic log. Yeah. Any minute now. Any second now, I hope. Any second. There it is. That took a while. Just to show how long this is gonna take. But yeah, I'm just gonna AFK here and have a good time. We'll see how far my my woodcutting level will get. Haven't really talked about this in a while, but I just got 27 farming from raking weeds. So I can plant apple tree seeds here now. Um, so with bird's nests, I don't consider them, at least I think the rules even don't consider them really, because I don't have a way to spawn. How do I even say this? I don't have a way to spawn bird nests fast. I don't have forestry technically, so I can't really get seeds fast. I have to rely on the complete RNG of just them dropping. And so the highest farming thing would be dragon fruit. I think that's 81 or something. Um, so I'm gonna farm as high as I can go, see what I can get to with what seeds I do get from Bird's Nest, and then I'm just gonna continue passively doing it. Because chopping woods or chopping trees for Bird's Nests and just hoping for a seed nest isn't really all that great. But anyway, here I am getting a couple of fruit tree seeds right there. I have 3 apple trees already. That's awesome. Um, there's a pineapple, so that's 50 something. Yeah, so we'll see what I do with this. I'll see how far I get. I don't know how high I'm going to be getting. Um, but looks like I'm getting quite a few different seeds here. Let's just keep opening these. I'll just show you. There's a papaya. That's the highest I've gotten so far. I don't know if I'll get that far up. And there's palm tree. There's the palm tree. I think that's the second highest. And those do drop from Zora, so that would be a task, and that is also a task for farming. But farming, I'm considering it completely passive. So yeah, we'll see how high I get, and then I'm just gonna keep doing it passively, because sitting there cutting trees forever, just hoping for, probably like what, pineapple, a whole bunch of pineapple tree seeds, or even, whatever I end up getting to. Um, that just seems so like I'd just be here forever. So we're gonna put farming as passive. Other chunkers have done it, so I don't feel too ashamed doing that. And we're just gonna hop right back into another farming clip here. I am about to get 32 farming, or 33 farming. So I can now grow banana trees, which is the next tree up. So fun stuff. And I'm still working on all that wood cutting over at Magic Trees. I come by over here and check the health and gather up the apples or whatever fruit is on there for the future. So, yeah. All right, another lamp update. Believe this is the big one. 26 Hunter. Oh, it's not the big one. It's the next level. All right. I actually did not. I always say I don't expect it. I feel like maybe I think it, but I brought my main over to chop some magics with me to spawn some forestry events. I just got the golden pheasant egg, so that's really cool. And mind you, I think this is before they updated the drop rate, so nice. All right, big milestone level coming in right here. Wait for it. Oh, wait for it. Okay, sorry. Maybe I'll just. Okay, there it is. 90 woodcutting. There we go. That's a big milestone level. I'm catching up to my main in woodcutting levels. That was kind of crazy. All right, I've actually been contemplating doing this or not, but here it is. 27 Hunter. I can now barehand catch baby implings. So I technically have a way to train hunter. It's by world hopping. It's not like a required. I don't think it's a required thing for extremes. That overworld implings are a training method. Um, I'll let you know in the future what I kind of do. I actually have an idea of what I'm going to do with this, but I'm still kind of debating it. So I'll let you know. But anyway, here I am. Just kind of hop the worlds. I'm going to catch a baby impling just to see. So it's 20 experience. They do get stuck here. They When they spawn, they can't leave this area. They get trapped by the leaf and the tripwire over here and those logs. This is a totally enclosed area that they can't leave. Um, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm probably just gonna train it up a couple levels, see what I get. Look at the drop tables and kind of mess with my rule set a bit. I don't know. I might take on phrase 1 in 16 drop rate rule. Um, I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so I got the petal garland from a forestry event, so that's another forestry collection log item that I have unlocked. So when I do unlock forestry, I'm slowly getting the things I need. The reason why forestry items aren't required right now is because I have no way to spawn it by myself. Alright, I was world hopping, got the hard leather body, or leather from the young impling, so I can now craft it into the hard leather body. It is now my best in slot range gear, looking so snazzy. Alright, I did go ahead and get 32 hunter, so I can catch young implings now, which means I can craft a hard leather body, which is my best in slot range top. Quick cut to 92 woodcutting. We're halfway to 99. It's been months. I'm losing my mind. Alright, taking a break from all the woodcutting. Gonna go ahead and get myself that 75 fire making. So I can now cut, or what? Cut? I can now fire make magic logs. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Also, you can see there, I have been working on my farming. Got up to curry trees right now. And let's do this. Boom, magic log, burned, chunk, task complete. Huge. Here is 80 fletching. I can now make magic short bows. I can now get my best in slot magic weapon, or magic weapon, range weapon. Gosh, man. So that is really exciting. Let's go ahead and make that right now. Boom. Magic short bow achieved. Whew. Alright, so a task that I kind of forgot about was needing to um, equip my best in slot ammunition, which is a rune arrow. I will not be buying these and using them. They are way too expensive. Well, here I am catching more amplings. I now have 38 hunter, which is the level needed for gourmet implings. So I have that. I don't know how far I'm gonna go. Alright, quick update on my woodcutting grind. This is the last inventory of magic logs that I need to bank. This is really exciting. So I'm gonna go and celebrate by doing some stuff that I should have done a while ago. Alright, here we go. This is what I should have done a while ago when I had the money earlier. Let's buy this Dragon Albert. Oh yeah. I've got it. Woo! Alright, now I just gotta go get a 70 defense and probably some strength levels too, because that's a lot. Alright, went ahead and trained on these dire wolves. Probably not the best thing to train on, but it's pretty AFK. Got myself 53 strength. That's as far as I'm going to go for now. Oh, cool, 67 combat. That's as far as I'm going to go for now. It is a max hit on the defensive style. The next one I think is at like level 60 or 59 or something. So not really worth going up all that way. I'm just going to start working on that defense. Alright, this is the last farming update that you'll get in this video, I believe. Because that's my last seed. So I am all done with farming. Not all done. I'm still going to come by and pick pineapples every now and then because I think it's better XP than, well, yeah, it is better XP with how I'm training than raking weeds. So I will eventually update you guys again when I get a good milestone level. But yeah, I'm all out of fruit tree seeds. Alright, 62 crafting. This is the last level that I will be getting on my way to stringing all of these bowstrings for my fletching. So, last level that I will be getting this video for crafting. Big level. 85 fletching. I can now craft a magic longbow. I'm going to go ahead and sell some of these magic short bows, get myself the money that I need to get myself those crystal weapons and shield. Alright, here we are with the money. Let's go ahead and buy the crystal shield. That's something I should have done a long time ago. I feel really bad, and that's 900k. I thought it was the same price. I'll be right back. Alright. Crystal bow. 900k. Here we go. The crystal weapons achieved. So just need to get 70 range and 70 defense to wield them. And we're closing in on finishing this chunk, and I'll be caught up, so to say. This has been months in the making. Mr. Elfman portrait there has been keeping me company this whole time. He is my inspiration. And here we go. Fletching the magic shield because I got 87 fletching. Ah, yes. It's done. You know, I couldn't have done it without the inspiration of the man stroking his bow in that corner there. This is so exciting. Oh, look, an orange tree seed. Yeah, I'm not going to plant that. It's not worth it. Anyway, there we go. 87 fletching. And here is 70 range. So I can now equip the crystal bow. And I can kill an elf for that diary task. We're closing in on finishing this chunk. Alright, just a few more shots. Is it this one? Nope. Alright, this one. And there it is. Hard diary task done. Got myself another crystal teleport seed. I think I have like 80 something of those. And that's a chunk task complete. Alright, with this bone 43 prayer, that is protect from melee. I now have all the protection prayers, which is amazing. we just have 70 defense to go, and I can roll my next chunk. Here we go. Here it is. It's been long in the making, but there we are, 70 defense. I can now wield the Crystal Elf Shield. So let's go do that, and let's go roll our next chunk. Hopefully it's not a bad one. I mean, I'm surrounded by bad ones, I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright, I got the Crystal Shield out of my bank. I'm gonna wield it. And chunk task complete. I can now start rolling. Alright, here we are in the chunk roller. I'm just gonna really quickly go over my rules going forward and some of the chunks that are surrounding me. So first off, let's talk about implings. I'm going to train implings as I see fit. They're not a required training method. I'm not treating the overworld implings as a training method. I will treat implings in Puro as a training method. But the overhead implings I'm not treating as a training method, like a legit one. And then let's talk about drop rates. I'm changing that to a 1 in 16 drop rate for tasks. That is the only thing that I'm changing. So going forward, implings are not a required training method, but I will include their drops as tasks, depending on whatever hunter level I am. And then 1 in 16 drop rate. So that's what it is going forward. And then I'm going to talk about the tasks that are surrounding me. So I have Zora down here, which is the big one. I have a crystal bow, so maybe I can get a kill. The issue would be I don't have a source of anti-poison, and I don't have prayer potions. But I think I can solve that depending on what chunks I roll in the future. I do get the Ivan staff from West Ardoon. I also get a pickaxe from here. There is a general store here that sells a pickaxe, and that is going to be 90 mining. Because I do have shooting star spots, 2 of them in these locations. The underground pass here has an 85 agility and 85 thieving requirement. There are the gates that you can picklock. They give XP, and there is 1 pipe in this entire place that gives agility XP. So it's 85 because of the shortcut here, 85 thieving because of the elves. And then with these two, I have to get this one before I get this one. So this one has a fishing spot. So if I get these two, the moment I get a fishing rod, I do have a fishing grind. Because there are zombies in the underground pass, they have fishing bait drop at a 1 in 5, which is included in the rule set. So I would have a way to train fishing. Number 3, there is no tasks, but there are high tier impling spawns here. So if I need to use higher tier impling drop rates, I can force myself to train if I need to. I probably won't unless I need to. If there's something crazy, like Zora, like needing prayer potions. Hopefully I won't need to train all the way up to ninja/dragons for this. Here is nothing. There's nothing in number 2. There's nothing in number 1. Right here is the charter ship. So this does come with an 87 crafting grind, and there's also a fishing rod in their shop, which if I have these 2 plus charter ship, that is fishing unlocked. This chunk is nothing. This chunk before Zora is a fishing grind. It's 85 or 87 for the sacred eels. And it's also 65, I think, for the 65 or 62. I can't remember the sacred eels for cutting them open and getting the Zora scales. So basically, the moment I unlock this, I will have a fishing rod. So if I go straight here somehow, I won't have a fishing grind. But the moment I unlock these two and this one, that's fishing. So that is my surrounding area. Um, there's also some, I think, limestone rocks here. So with this one and this one, I have like an official constant way to train mining, um, which would get me a 90 mining grind as well for the shooting stars. But yeah, we already went over that with the bronze pickaxe. So anyway, let's go ahead and roll. All right, proceed. And here we go. First is the free chunk. All right. No tasks. Let's just move on. All right. Looks like we're heading towards the underground pass. So we have the fishing spot there. So if we get the fishing rod from the charter ship, we will have fishing. And if we get the underground pass. So let's go ahead and roll the next one. Oh, all right. Underground pass. Oh, let's do it. I don't think my rules are set up right. Those are gonna be the tasks that I have. Because I can't get Zamorak monk tops. Okay, I'll have to edit my rules. I thought I had it set up correctly. But I will go over what tasks this chunk has. Okay, so as I explore the underground pass, I'm going to go over what tasks I have. So I have 85 agility so that I can do that shortcut just outside of the underground pass to the north of it. I will have 55 magic. There are wizards at the beginning of the back entrance. So I do have a high level, quote unquote, high level task of smithing a bronze bar. So because the bronze bars and the copper tin and copper ore are over the 1 in 16 drop rate, I just have to make a bronze bar. So there's that. I have 85 thieving to pickpocket an elf. That is a diary task. And also, it's the highest skilling task that I have. I have to obtain a red cape from a goblin. I need to obtain Clink's gauntlets. I need to get an iron medium helmet from skeletons. I need to obtain a blue wizard robe and a blue wizard hat as my best in slot mage gear, and an iron mace as my best in slot prayer weapon. And then I have the diary task, elite task 4 and elite task 7. That is the agility and the thieving tasks. And I also need to get a curved bone and a long bone. And also, I'm going to train my hunter to 60. I feel like I should train it to at least the highest level that I can get right now, which is 60 for the eclectic implings. And if I do that, I will also need to barehand catch a wandering eclectic impling. I will need to craft a fire battle staff. I will need to obtain blue dragon chaps, red spiky vambraces, and a battle staff. And those will be added on because of Me training my hunter level to 60. That's what I'm going to do during this task, just to add basically more variety. Because once I get the curved bone and the long bone from ogres, it's going to be just 85 agility and 85 thieving, foot pedaling my way to that level. I'm going to show you where that takes place. All right, so here is the pipe that gives you agility XP right here. Yeah, that's going to be a long grind. And here is the gate that gives thieving XP. Alright, talking to Clank here, I can buy Clank's gauntlets, so that is another chunk task complete. And just, if you talk to the dwarf north of here, I guess north of where I'm looking, actually south, this guy right here, he sells you food. First he's going to try to sell you ale. You just say no thanks. And then you say okay then, and he sells you some food. So if you're ever down here, need food, you can just buy something from him. 75 coins for meat pie, bread, and stew. Alright. So I didn't come here to kill wizards. I just kind of killed one because I was on my way to ogres. There's the blue wizard top. So that's cool. Maybe I'll get a hat from this guy. Probably not. No. Okay. Well, alright. This is like a one-time thing. You can get food from Koftik here. But I was talking to him because I wanted to get the Broken Ivan staff back. It can't be repaired unless you talk to the wizard outside of the underground pass in West Ardoin. So not until we roll that chunk will we be doing that. And this is the well where you could recharge it if it was fixed. So you don't need to pay to recharge it. I can just go here every time I need to recharge it. That way I can save some money. Alright, I was using a Dragon Halberd, but it was too slow. Switched to range. But right over here, I got a long bone. I got it in 187 kills, which is way above drop rate, about half. So hopefully I can get the curved bone in exactly the same type of drop rate, only 2,000, maybe. Hopefully they get spooned. Alright, I was just killing some zombies, trying to get copper ore to smelt, or is it tin ore? I don't remember. To kill or smelt a bronze bar, and I got the iron mace. Alright, just got the blue wizard hat, so another chunk task complete, and you may have noticed I have an iron medium helmet. I did get that from skeletons earlier. I don't know where the clip went, and I'm not going to try and like reenact it for you guys, so got the blue wizard hat and the iron med helm, so those are best in slots. Alright, I've got the red cape from the goblins. Ignore the bronze bar in my inventory. That's from killing skeletons. It's a 1 in 25, I think, from skeletons, and it's not fast. I was getting them in like 1 in 50. I was not getting lucky at all. I killed like 300. Alright, here's the 1 in 128 tin ore drop from goblins. So I've got that. I'm going to go back to zombies and get that copper so that I can smelt the bronze bar. All right. Uh, Finally got the copper 1 in 175. I think it's a 1 in 68 drop rate. I'm not lucky with this. So that's just to show how ridiculous the smithing grind would have been. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and smelt this into a bronze bar, and then I'll go smith it into some items. All right, let's go ahead and smelt this. There's no right-click option on these small furnaces, so you have to manually use it. But there's bronze bars. I do have smithing level 2. I did get a couple bronze bars from skeletons, and smith them into, I think, a wood cutting axe, uh, just because they sold more than the bronze dagger. But I'm going to go ahead and smith these 2 bars into some items, just to show that I did it, I guess. All right, here we are. I got a steel bar from an impling on my way over here. So there's the bronze axe, and there's the bronze mace. That's my highest skilling task. So, chunk task complete, I guess. All right, so I'm taking a little break from foot pedaling to kind of just show you that I have 60 agility. There it is. So, little milestone level. It's going to be a long time before the next one. I'll probably show 65, maybe 70. I don't know. It's going to take a long time for me to get there. But yeah, there's 60 agility. I am foot pedaling on my laptop, so not the whole crawl through pipe streak is going to be low on this. Okay, so I was world hopping implings, and I have decided to use um my lamps on agility. Every single one basically removes 30 minutes from my grind. So that's an hour right there, hour and a half right there, and then with this one, that's 45 minutes on top of that. So that's 2 hours and 15 minutes of agility that I don't have to do anymore. Every single lamp is actually amazing for me. Um, the biggest issue is inside of the underground pass. It's technically an instance area, so you don't get random events in there. So I have to come out every now and then just to wait for a random event and then go back inside and hope that it's a lamp and I didn't waste my time. But I think it's worth it. 30 minutes to take that off is pretty good. All right. I was very lucky to get a mithril pickaxe from an earth impling. Um, I don't know where my clip for the hunter level of me unlocking earth implings went, but there's mithril pickaxe. So once I get that bronze pickaxe, I will be able to quickly upgrade to a mithril pickaxe, and that will be my best in slot for mining those shooting stars. Yeah. So, ooh. All right. I wasn't really planning on recording level 60 thieving because you kind of saw how close I was in one of those other clips. But this is what I got: 62 thieving and 1,000 total level. So back to foot pedaling for me. All right, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching, guys. I know this was a long one, but you're all caught up to where I'm at as of me uploading this video, actually. Um, so I've got a long way to go. I did take a very long break during the summer, but I'm ready to kind of get back into it. But I'm just going to put on the screen what chunk tasks I have completed and what I still need to do. So got that bronze bar done, the red cape done, Clank's gauntlets done, iron medium helmet done, blue wizard robe done, and the blue wizard hat done, iron mace done, and the longbone done. So still need to get the 85 agility and the 85 thieving. Still need to do 62 crafting for the fire battle staff, which I actually have the level from all those bowstrings I did. Got to go get 60 hunter. Shouldn't take long. Got to get my magic level up to 55 to cast the high level alchemy spell, and I need to get the blue d'hide chaps and the blue red spiky vambraces and the battle staff, all from the eclectic impling. I hope I said it right that time. Anyway, those are all my tasks that I still have left, and subscribe if you feel like it. Like the video if you liked it, and I'm gonna start streaming here and there, just my progress. Just because I feel like I want to. I don't know. I'll probably just stream right here on YouTube. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.